channel. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome. Glad you can be here. So when I did my 1000 live stream, Jack Jetson, Blue Moon had made it into I think I did 7, 8, or 9 tracks. And looking back at it, I really wish I'd given that its own video. I think for when I had a couple of beers and wasn't in the right frame of mind. But I've listened to it now dozens of times. It's one of my favorite songs that I've done since I started this channel. I listen to it at least once a day, at least. So I want to do some more Jack Jetson. So I put my feelers out, found out Superhuman is the place to go next. Different than Blue Moon, however, still shows off Jack's ability as a lyricist. And I know the guy really is superhuman, man. Honestly, he impressed the hell out of me from what I've heard so far. So let's jump in, give it a listen, see what it's all about. I mean, I know this is Leaf Dog, even though it doesn't mention it. I know this is Leaf, but you could tell right away it's either going to be Leaf or Ill-Informed with this beat and the style. You know right away when you hear it, right?
You ain't on that raw shit like Jetson. Pure split kicking down the doors of perception. Keep it moving in a forwards direction. Superhuman with a formless complexion. A tourist caught in the smallest dimension. The purist running from a forced intervention. Inventor, think up and thought of inventions. Disguises, hiding unlawful intentions. Yo, I roll with a fine nib fiber tip. Rhyme hieroglyphs, write lines in a Mayan script. Hydro hybrid, science kit type of shit. Like idle spliffs in a microchip pirate ship. Spiralist, sugar rush, diabetic dialect. Dropping bombs from a psychedelic fighter jet. Acid trip, alphabetic stanza, acrobatic flip, automatic stick shift. Dip in a rapid whip, ganja lit. See me through the aromatic mist, but I'm just under the surface like Anunnaki myths. Twist straight cannabis, no backy split. Flipping packages, stacking chips on some Mackey's tip. Blowing indica, I'm flowing cinema scenes, the show exhibit.
Seriously, man, I don't know where to stop it there. For one, because the dude was going out of his brain. But this whole verse, man, he's using the same rhyme, rhyme sequence, and yeah, man, freak. I didn't even know where to stop there. I'm gonna bring it back. I gotta catch that again. Maybe one more.
Think up and thought of inventions, disguises, hiding unlawful intentions. Yo, I roll with a fine nib fiber tip. Rhyme hieroglyphs, write lines in a Mayan script. Hydro hybrid, science kit type of shit. Like idle spliffs in a microchip pirate ship.
I've said it a million times, obviously, on this channel, but the friggin' imagery that these guys talk about in their rhymes, friggin' microchip pirate ship, psychedelics, fighter jet. He rhymes hieroglyph. He rhymes hieroglyphics. He writes. I was say something about Mayan script. Like, come on, man. What the hell? Seriously, what the hell, man? And not only that, he's doing all that, but he makes it sound so friggin' good. Let's be honest.
Roll with a fine nib fiber tip. Rhyme hieroglyphs, write lines in a Mayan script. Hydro hybrid, science kit type of shit. Like idle spliffs in a microchip pirate ship. Spiralist, sugar rush, diabetic dialect. Dropping bombs from a psychedelic fighter jet. Acid trip, alphabetic stanza, acrobatic flip, automatic stick shift. Dip in a rapid whip, ganja lit. See me through the aromatic mist, but I'm just under the surface like Anunnaki myths. Twist straight cannabis, no backy split. Flipping packages, stacking chips on some Mackey's tip. Blowing indica, I'm flowing cinema scenes, the show exhibitor. Please, there's no perimeter, no particular flow, no dough, no signature. High, but I've been keeping on the
no perimeter, no particular flow, no dough, no signature. So I'm like, basically, if you're not going to pay him some cash, he's not going to put his name on that contract, and you're not going to have an MC at your show. But I wonder that thing where he's talking about no perimeter. And he talks about no perimeter, and then he goes into no particular flow. So I wonder if that means he doesn't really have like he doesn't actually fit into any particular genre, so to speak. He's not going to allow himself to be penned in by a perimeter. He's going to do, because there's no particular flow, he's going to do whatever he feels like doing. So you can't really, you can't pin him down. You can't put a particular label on what he produces and how he sounds. I wonder if that's where he's going by that.
So Mackie's tip, blowing indica, I'm flowing cinema scenes, the show exhibitor, please, there's no perimeter, no particular flow, no dough, no signature, high, but I be keeping on the low like I was littler, visitor, dash a Q, a piff in a rizzler, straight sinister, hold up the place like Jay Dillinger, while the sheep stay similar.
Shout out to John Dillinger.
Signature, high, but I be keeping on the low like I was littler, visitor, dash a Q, a piff in a rizzler, straight sinister, hold up the place like Jay Dillinger, while the sheep stay similar like caged prisoners, I blaze pictures, blow regurgitated images, limitless, so
what did he say there? Basically why the sheep stay similar. I want to catch that again. Let's make sure I got that.
Similar like caged prisoners, I blaze pictures, blow regurgitated images,
Sheep stay the same like caged prisoners. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, right? The sheep is usually when you follow a certain ideology or chase a trend or all that kind of stuff, then you're kind of caged in by that. It kind of goes back to what if he's staying with the music ideology or the music. What I'm trying to say, if you use it as looking at the music industry in general, if you follow the sheep, if you're doing what they want you to do, and everyone else in the industry is doing, you're going to be in this prison. That's who you become. That's who you are. And again, society as well. If you follow everything like you're supposed to, like a sheep, then you're really nothing more than a prisoner. I still wasn't exactly sure what he's trying to say on the next bar. So I'm going to listen to it again.
All the sheep stay similar like caged prisoners, I blaze pictures, blow regurgitated images, limitless, silky texture, pungent flavor, wrap the bud in paper, turning skunk to vapor, come to slay you like an undercover dungeon raider, the weed I heat it till it's steaming like my drunken neighbor. You ain't on that raw shit like Jetson, pure spliff kicking down the doors of perception, keep it moving in a forwards direction, superhuman with a formless complexion, a tourist, caught in the smallest dimension, the purist, running from a forced intervention, inventor, think up and thought of inventions, disguises, hiding unlawful intentions, with closed eyes expose my mind to another plane, fuck the fame, I rolled the dice and I won the game, bright lights above the bubble, berry double strain, honey glazed, cooking in the oven on a sunny day, let my brain run away, stanzas after stanzas, biro, pen, paintbrush, my A4 pad the canvas, try to keep it conscious, I don't have the answers, organic hydroponic plant enhancers, leaves blowing in.
I want to bring this back. I want to trying to keep it conscious. So I wonder if that's what he's talking about, trying to be conscious as in his lyrics. He's trying to keep conscious, and rather than just being all about bitches, cars, drugs, and money. I don't know if that's kind of what he's trying to say here. I just want to bring it back. I want to make sure, because he is saying a lot, and I know I'm missing a lot on this one. Because there's so much imagery that he's fitting in here. I'm trying to connect the dots, and they don't necessarily connect as quickly as some songs do. I'm having a hard time with some of the stuff he's doing, but he's doing it lyrically again. Unbelievable, his rhyme style. I think that whole friggin', almost that whole verse, if not all of that whole verse, rhymed. Like I think to the very last couple bars, he rhymed that entire. He used the same rhyme. He finished each bar with the same rhyme sequence. Or I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say. If you know what I'm trying to, you know what I'm getting at. My brain isn't working today. I've been out in the sun working, so at least I have an excuse.
Disguises, hiding unlawful intentions. With closed eyes, expose my mind to another plane. Fuck the fame, I rolled the dice and I won the game.
Okay, with my closed eyes, I exposed myself to another plane. So maybe he's astral projecting while dreaming, or he's closing his eyes and meditating. He's opening up his mind to all these other things that are around him, all these different dimensions. Because even in the hook, man, he's talking about how he's a Taurus. I think he said a Taurus on a different dimension or on a smaller dimension or whatever it is. So, and man, you look at this art. I mean, this looks like something you're going to see if you're doing DMT or some shit.
Bright lights above the bubble, berry double strain, honey glazed, cooking in the oven on a sunny day. Let my brain run away. Stanzas after stanzas, biro, pen, paintbrush, my A4 pad the canvas. Try to keep it conscious, I don't have the answers. Organic hydroponic plant enhancers, leaves blowing in the wind like some ballet dancers. Fuck the faggot rappers claiming they some Aggie gangsters. Meditating.
Even like, man, it's a kind of a throwaway line, but it's such a nice visual. Leaves blowing in the sun, blowing in the wind like ballet dancers. You can. There's nobody on this. Well, I guess I shouldn't say this, but I was gonna say there's nobody on this planet that can't see what he's saying there. I'm sure there are people who have never seen leaves on the ground, but for here, especially now in Canada in autumn, I have nothing but leaves all over the place. So for me, that's very visual, and as a writer myself, a very nice way, a nice visual, put it right in my mind. I can see it the second that he's saying it. Yeah, I mean, I like that.
I don't have the answers. Organic hydroponic plant enhancers, leaves blowing in the wind like some ballet dancers. Fuck the faggot rappers claiming they some Aggie gangsters. Meditating with the vegetation, chanting mantras. I wake and bake, I'm chasing Jaeger with.
Now that gets me wondering if he's talking about marijuana leaves and not autumn leaves. Most likely marijuana leaves, now that I think about it.
Enhancers, leaves blowing in the wind like some ballet dancers. Fuck the faggot rappers claiming they some Aggie gangsters. Meditating with the vegetation, chanting mantras. I wake and bake, I'm chasing Jaeger with some cans of Fantas. Doing yoga, blowing sweet aroma, and drinking free Coronas, living life on people's sofas. My whole circle's full of sleepy stoners, just representing for the creepy loners. You ain't on that raw shit like Jetson. Pure split kicking down the doors of perception. Keep it moving in a forwards direction. Superhuman with a formless complexion. A tourist caught in the smallest dimension. The purist running from a forced intervention. Inventor, think up.
Like that, a tourist caught in the smallest dimension. I like that thought. Like it's, because when you're a tourist, you're only here for a short time before you go on to the next place or go home. And yeah, man, another great freaking visual. This is a tourist caught on the smallest dimension. Because Jack's saying like he's just here for a little bit, then he's going to move on to the next dimension. And right now, this is the smallest one. But he sees much further than that. He knows there's other things waiting for him, much larger planes of existence waiting for him to visit and explore.
Unthought of inventions, disguises, hiding unlawful intentions.
Yeah, man, cool. It is a different song than Blue Moon for sure. I dug the beat as I always do when Leaf has his fingers in that dough, man. He molds that shit, and I love it every single time. I've yet to hear a Leaf Dog beat that I don't like. Different song from Blue Moon, but you still get that. You still get that Jack Jetson. His ability as a lyricist. It's really is a shame that it seems like, even though I know, like I saw on Verb's Instagram that he's doing some stuff with Jack, man, which is cool because I like to see what Jack is up to now. Because everything I have from him is all 6 years or older. So I like to hear something from him that's newer. Yeah, man, this is I'm a fan of this track. Not on the same level as Blue Moon for me, but it's still a banger, man. I'm enjoying it, or I enjoyed it, and I definitely will add this to the list, my playlist for sure. Because I want to hear it a bunch of more times too, and see all the stuff that I missed, because he was just throwing in so much imagery there that I know I missed a bunch of stuff. So this week I want to do at least 2 or 3 We Got Next spotlights. I have a long list of cats that are waiting their turn. So I'll be getting to that this week. And I have, and as you all know, I have a big list of requests. So I'm going to try to chip away at those over the next few weeks as well. So I want to thank everyone for coming by, giving this song a listen, checking out the channel. See you tomorrow, maybe later on today. Never know. Until then, stay safe and be good to each other.